Hi, everyone, and welcome to our virtual college fair today for the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers on our virtual college fair. We're going to have a great session today with some great colleges and universities. Just a few housekeeping reminders before we get started. Your cameras and microphones are off, so our college reps cannot see or hear you. But if you do have questions throughout the session, feel free to use the Q&A function at any point to ask your questions. Definitely sign up for more sessions as we have more happening tonight and also tomorrow to hear from more great and awesome universities and colleges. This session is being recorded, so feel free to refer to the recording after it's over, and that will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to our first institution, which will be the University of North Carolina at Asheville.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. My name is Sarah Moore. I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Admission here at UNC Asheville, and I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about who we are and what we're about. So UNC Asheville is the liberal arts and sciences institution for the UNC system, which means a lot of different things, but among those, it means that we get to offer students a private school education for a public school price. We were just upvoted to number 7 on the list of best public liberal arts colleges, and we are also one of America's best value colleges. As a liberal arts and sciences institution, our focus at UNC Asheville is on interdisciplinary engagement, and we want to work while we have our students on making sure that they are able to think critically and creatively, and also that they're able to think collaboratively and make connections within and also between disciplines. So in an increasingly interconnected world, nothing happens in a bubble, right? And we want to make sure that we are preparing the best biologists that we can by ensuring that they're going to be able to have informed conversations with a sociologist. Because we are a smaller school, we have an almost exclusively undergraduate focus among our 3,600 students. And so that means that our average class size is about 20, and our student faculty ratio is 13:1. So we don't have a back of the class at UNC Asheville, and you're never going to get lost in the back of a lecture hall. We are kind of at the really sweet spot for size where students get to interact with new people regularly, but it's not so big that they become statistics and cease to be students. I mentioned no lecture style classes. Additionally, all of those courses on UNC Asheville's campus are going to be faculty taught. So we don't have master's level students or PhD candidates on our campus, and that means that they're also not in the front of our classrooms. So there's no need to try to fight with those upper level students for office hours or access to your professors, because they exist exclusively to help make sure that they are preparing undergraduate students either directly for the workforce or for an advanced degree later on. As part of that, I think I mentioned you don't have to compete with upper level students for opportunities to do research. We founded the National Conference on Undergraduate Research at UNC Asheville, and so we're really proud to be able to offer almost 70% of our students the opportunity to conduct original research as part of their educational experience. And a lot of programs have that kind of built into their courses of study with either a major or an internship. Again, that experiential learning component that allows students to dive a little bit deeper and ask some questions and think a little bit more critically just beyond what they're being taught in the classroom. We have over 30 majors on our campus. Some of our most popular are going to be biology, psychology, environmental studies, health and wellness promotion, and new media. But we have several unique programs as well, like atmospheric science, classics. We're one of 3 schools in the UNC system that has the classics programs, and then music technology, in addition to interdisciplinary studies, women's gender and sexuality studies, and a really cool engineering program in partnership with NC State University. Additionally, our courses include a variety of majors and pre-professional programs outside of that list, and I'd be happy to answer any questions about specific programs that we have at our school. Outside of the classroom, we have a very active student body. We've got about 80 student organizations on that campus, and that list is something that I can't even keep track of because it grows so quickly. Campus Rec is a major, is a really popular program on our campus. We've also got affinity groups, religious organizations, interest clubs, and then club and intramural sports as well. Lots of opportunities for students to get involved and build leadership on our campus. And students as first years are going to be required to live on campus. It is an option all 4 years, but it is required that first year. But all of our residence halls are suite style. And so there's no need for a shower caddy or a need to share a bathroom with about 30 other students. You'll share with 3, your roommate and 2 suite mates. And then even as a first year, you'll have that suite set up with a micro fridge and a common space that's reserved just for you and your roommates and any friends that you make once you get started on our campus. We also, freshmen are allowed to have cars on campus. So that's something that we want to make sure that we let students know early as well. And outside of just kind of the general clubs and organizations, we have 16 Division I sports. We don't have a football team, but we have basketball as our big sport, and we compete in the Big South Conference. And so students are going to basketball games and soccer games to cheer on their classmates and hallmates. And not just necessarily because it's something to do on a Saturday. So it's a really cool kind of best of both worlds opportunity for students to be a more critical part of a big sports program on our campus. Our location itself, of course, in the heart of Asheville is going to give students the best of both worlds. Again, our campus physically sits about 10 minutes from downtown, where hiking, 10 minutes from the parkway, where hiking, biking, camping, kayaking, caving, all of those opportunities exist for students, oftentimes through our campus rec program, where they can go with an organized group, or students can rent equipment and go with a group of friends that they make either after class one day or on a Saturday, particularly when the weather's nice around this time of year. And then we are 5 minutes from downtown, where there's a really bustling music scene and a lot of things that draw people culturally from all over the state and the region to Asheville. That's super accessible for our students. Like I said, it's right down Broadway. And even though, again, students are able to have their cars on campus as a first year, they also get to ride the city bus for free with their student ID. And we have a shuttle system that will take students to CVS or to the grocery store or to the few off-campus residences as well to help make those places a little bit more accessible. We would love to have you come visit campus and see it for yourself. The pictures that you can see are a really good kind of indicator of how gorgeous we are. But we'd love to be able to talk to you a little bit more about the application process. We do have an early decision plan instead of an early action plan, which is a little bit different from some of the other public system schools. But again, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know what questions you have. Come see our campus. And we'll look forward to connecting with you as you continue to move through your process. Thank you so much.
All right, up next is University of Mount Olive.
Thank you, Melissa. My name is Talia Newsome, and I am an admissions representative here at the University of Mount Olive. And I just want to take some time to just tell you a little bit about our university. So University of Mount Olive is located in Mount Olive, North Carolina, home of the Pickles, for those that did not know. A unique thing about UMO is that we offer over 100 different majors, minors, and concentrations. Those include anything from agriculture, biology. We offer business degrees, chemistry, education, and our recreational leisure studies. A unique program that we just recently offered is aviation and business management for students wanting to learn how to fly an airplane. So we have plenty to choose from, even though we are a smaller university. About 91% of our students receive financial aid. So most times people hear, oh, UMO private school, very expensive. We are actually, we would like to call ourselves one of the most affordable private universities in North Carolina. So we do make sure that we are meeting students where they are to make sure that they're able to afford college. We have a little over 1,000 traditional students, which about 600 of those students actually live and reside on campus. We do have a bed capacity of about 700, and we never really feel that, so it's always room for adjustments if need be. We do have 13 different residence halls. We also include on-campus apartments as well. As you progress through college and get into your junior and senior year, you don't have to worry about living in a dorm your whole 4 years. Students are able to have cars on campus. You can park completely free, which is definitely a benefit. We have about 25 different clubs and organizations on campus, and we have attendance in all our campus events, about 4,900 attendees across 80 campus activities events throughout the year. So we're very active in the classroom as well as outside. We plan about one domestic or international trip each year that students can participate in. As far as like student wellness, we have 8 campus recreation nights where students can come and participate in. We also offer intramural sports for students not looking to do anything too competitive. Speaking of sports, we are a NCAA Division II school. We do compete in the Conference Carolinas, and we have 23 different sports teams, both men and women. However, we do not have football, but we just added on women's wrestling, which we are very excited for. Definitely a unique program. Last but not least, we have 27 different countries represented by the University of Mount Olive. So even though we are a smaller university, we are very diverse. Our average class size is about 16. So you definitely get that one-on-one connection time with your professors, advisors, and they know exactly who you are. You're not just going to be a name on a roster or anything like that. Your advisors, as well as your professors, are going to get to know you as a person, not just academically, but personally as well, which definitely goes a long way. As far as additional information, be sure to connect with us on our social medias, and we would love to have you on campus for a tour. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Fayette State University. Fayetteville. So sorry, Patrick. Fayetteville State University.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Patrick Stevenson. I am the Assistant Director of Freshman Admissions here at Fayetteville State University. Fayetteville State has 33 baccalaureate level degrees, 17 master's degrees, and 1 doctoral degree in the field of education. We have a few 5-year plans ranging from business and economics to social work, psychology, and sociology. So you can start off in your baccalaureate level degrees and roll into your master's degrees, helping you get your degrees faster and go straight into the field you'd like to work into. We also feature some very competitive and nuanced majors, forensic science being one, robotics and engineering being another. We have a 3+2 program with NC State. You do 3 years at Fayetteville State, 2 years at NC State, and you come out with 2 degrees. We service all of the pre-dental, pre-pharmacy, pre-med, pre-vet, and of course, pre-law. And we have 2 Army and ROTC programs, one with Air Force and one with Army. We service an esports minor. It is one of our growing attractions for our students coming in. So if you are a gamer, if you're interested in video gaming, if you're interested in science, technology, and anything in the STEM field, we have a lot of opportunity just due to our proximity to Fortress Bragg. When we talk about our student life, we service 120 plus organizations to include, but not limited to, Greek Life, our modeling troops, organizations based in culture, organizations based in your field of study. So we make sure that you not just get your education here, but you have fun while you do it, and you make those connections that benefit you as you continue in your professional career. We service 11 Division II sports. Our basketball team just won the CIAA championship. So we are winning rings out here. And just to make sure that if you are a student looking to play at a competitive level, we have those opportunities for you in football, basketball for men and women, as well as cheerleading, cross country, track and field. Some of our scholarship opportunities are closing very soon. So if you are looking for more money, make sure you apply for the scholarships that we offer. One of our very competitive scholarships is the Valeria Fleming Scholarship for our STEM majors. Being as we have a lot of opportunities in STEM, just because of where we sit in the state of North Carolina, we have a lot of money that we're looking to give out, but students don't apply for those because they don't think they'll get them. So I encourage all of your students, if you're applying to Fayetteville State, if you're looking for free money, if you're looking to go to an affordable college or university, we have a lot of those scholarships that students just kind of aren't applying for. So it's open and it's out there. We also have a 2-year debt-free program for our early college students. So if you're in an early college and you're going to finish with your associate's degree. We try to show you a little bit of love and give you 2 years on us. Your merit-based scholarships for Fayetteville State come straight out of my office, the Office of Admissions. You don't have to do anything for those scholarships except have the high GPA that we know you have. And even if you're not as competitive as some other levels, we do still give you a little bit more money. We are an NC Promise school. So on the screen, if you need to take a quick screenshot of that, that's the breakdown of what it looks like to attend an NC Promise school. For our in-state students, the tuition is $500 a semester. So over the course of your time, when you screenshot it, you take that number that we put on the right-hand side, you multiply it by 2, and then we start chopping it down. If you are a student who is military affiliated, we do honor Chapter 33, Chapter 35, the post 9/11 GI Bill, and of course, Yellow Ribbon. If you are a military affiliated student, please get in contact with your VA representatives or have your parents get in contact with your VA representatives, because we are now moving to a position where students who are military affiliated go to Fayetteville State for free. What we are looking for is please fill out your application. The dates are a bit wonky. We will take you until ad drop as long as we can get all of your transcripts and that application, as well as that $50 application fee. What we're looking for in that is a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 3 units of science, 2 units of social studies, and 2 levels of a foreign language. So if you take Spanish 1, we gotta have Spanish 2. If you take French 1, we gotta have French 2. And then come see us. Our open house is this weekend on Saturday. So if you are interested in any of the opportunities we have at Fayetteville State University, make sure you come see us. It starts at 1 p.m. and it will be this Saturday.
All right, thank you so much. Again, I apologize about mispronouncing your institution. Again, so sorry about that. But next up, we have another great university. We have Barton College.
Getting set up here. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Caitlin Dean. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Barton College. We are located in Wilson, North Carolina, so not far from a lot of the universities that are presenting tonight. So we are a small private liberal arts college. We are a 4-year college. We offer many undergraduate degrees, master's level degrees as well too. And so I'll go into a little bit of facts about the college and talk about our admissions process as well. So like I said, we're located in Wilson. Average class size is about 16 students. Our average enrollment is around 1,100. So we're pretty small. And student faculty ratio is about 11:1. And you can see there we offer 50+ major, minors, and concentrations. And we are home of the Bulldogs. And so that is Blue, our mascot. This is a list of all of our undergraduate academic majors. So the ones highlighted in blue are our most popular top majors. They all also have a master's degree with them as well. So we have a nursing program with a master's, business administration has a master's of strategic leadership, exercise science has a master's of kinesiology, and elementary education, you have school administration with that. So a lot of great majors that you'll see on here. Some unique ones are going to be within our art and design program, gerontology, the study of aging, and then our special education with our adaptive and general curriculum. So you can have those specialties in some of those degrees as well too, just depending on what you're interested in. We do have a Whitehurst Family Honors Program. So if that's something that you're interested in, you do have to apply for it. And it is a test optional program right now for students. Looking at our honors program and admissions process, we do look at an unweighted GPA. So just be aware of that. Each school is a little bit different. We do look at an unweighted. So looking at your transcript, that's the GPA we're going to follow for your admissions decision, scholarships, honors program, things like that. We do offer some excellent study abroad programs. We have students that will travel to college, Charles University in Prague. Most recently, they went to Greece over spring break. So there's spring break opportunities, but there's also semester abroad opportunities. Semester at sea is really great because you get to study on a cruise ship for a full semester and travel the world. So highly recommend any of these programs and learning opportunities, no matter what major that you are, because that's a great experience you can have as an undergraduate. These are all of our athletics. We are Division II NCAA with the Conference Carolinas. Everything from football, cheer, dance, lacrosse, volleyball. Our golf, women's basketball team, and swimming teams have all done really well this year. So definitely check them out. But if you're interested in athletics, check out the website, look at what's required of recruits. But that is a big draw for a lot of our students. So about our admissions process, we do have a free application. It is open all throughout the year. So we have rolling admissions, which means we are still accepting applications at this time, and we will through the summer. So we need your official high school transcript. Like I said, we look at the unweighted GPA. We are test optional, but it's on here because sometimes we do request those test scores depending on the transcript and the GPA that we're looking at. And in most cases, we'll ask for letters of recommendation to go along with that as well too. So just be aware, even though we are test optional, we do have a review process that does require additional information if the counselor requests that of you. So be aware of that, but right now we are still test optional. These are some of our financial aid and scholarship opportunities. So merit-based scholarships, any student who is accepted to Barton will receive a merit scholarship. You do not have to apply separately for them. So these are the opportunities that we offer. Of course, we want you to look at the top scholarship, but do know if you are accepted to Barton, you will receive one of these scholarships. And then it is financial aid season, so don't forget to fill out your FAFSA. We do have lots of other scholarship opportunities, like some schools were saying, veteran benefits and endowed scholarships, if you play an instrument, anything like that. So be aware of the scholarship opportunities that are there for you as well. And so these are some of our visit opportunities. So we'd love for you to come visit campus. Our next open house is in April. It's on a Saturday, so you're welcome to come visit campus. Like I said, definitely check out those scholarship opportunities when you're looking at financial aid right now. But we'd love to see you and have you at Barton.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Louisburg College.
Yep, wrong button. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Tamara Staten. I'm the Director of Admissions at Louisburg College. And give me just a second. That's weird.
Tamira, I know it may not be pretty, but we can do it from the edit mode if you would,
Okay.
if it's not loading.
Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Things happen.
Let's see. Let me hit escape. Okay. Can you see it?
I think you just have to share,
Oh,
do screen share on Zoom.
let's see. Exit that. Share. Can you see it?
Yep, it's just, yep, that'll be perfect.
Perfect. Okay. All right, you guys. So once again, I'm Tamara Staten, Director of Admissions of Louisburg College. I'm also an alum from Louisburg. So quick things about Louisburg that is good to know. We are actually the only we're the oldest and the only 2-year private residential college in North Carolina, and we're the oldest 2-year college in the country. So a lot of our students attend Louisburg. They get that 4-year experience, but at a 2-year institution. And so 92% of our graduates transfer to a 4-year school after leaving from us as well. They're just deciding to start off their freshman and sophomore year with us. Our average classroom size is 16, so it's not big at all. And then we have 5 on-campus learning labs and 13 intercollegiate athletic teams. So we actually have Division 1, 2, and 3 sports in the NJCAA, so National Junior College Athletic Association. And then also our books are included in tuition. So books works as a rental system here. As long as you don't damage or turn your books in late, you do not owe a fee. So we're located in Louisburg, North Carolina, which is about 30 minutes from Raleigh, North Carolina. So we're in Franklin County and kind of not that far from a little bit of everything. So like if you're in the Winston-Salem area, or the Charlotte area, even like the beach area, it's not that far at all. So our degrees that we offer, so we offer associate degrees. And so we don't have majors, we have areas of study, but I included some majors that students might be interested in that will follow up under our associate's degrees, such as if students are interested in associates in arts or our general college degree, that actually lumps in together with also our education degree as well. So if students are interested in communications, criminal justice, pre-law, psychology, social work, any liberal arts degree, they could start there. And then also we have associates in business. So if student is interested in finances or hospitality management or marketing, anything in that nature, they could start with that degree. And then if you're interested in anything science related or health related, you can start and get your associates in science degree with us. Now, although we're a 2-year institution, we do not offer any trade degrees. All of our degrees are set where you're also continuing to a 4-year institution if you choose to. So our admissions process, our application is available on CFNC, and you can find it on louisburg.edu. Our application fee is $25, but is waived if you schedule a campus visit. And speaking of campus visits, we also have an open house this Saturday, March 26th at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then also we'll just need your high school transcript. So we are test optional. So no need for SAT or ACT. And we look at your weighted GPA as well. But if you are dual enrolled, please make sure you send in your college transcript as well so we can get those credits. So some academic support. So on-campus learning labs we do have is our Academic Success Center, which is geared towards peer tutoring. So even when professors are gone home that night, there's still tutoring available for those students who have certain GPAs and can help other students. We also have a math lab, a reading center, a science lab, and a writing lab as well. A unique program on our campus is Learning Partners program. So this is a program that's set for academic coaching and support for students who also may have learning differences in high school who may want to continue that moving into college. So if they have an IEP or 504 using in high school, that they still could get that coaching and assistance while they're in college as well. So definitely we want you guys to get involved on campus, whether it's an athletic team or just one of our clubs and organizations. We actually have a student engagement fair each semester that is basically set up just like a in-person college fair, but it's our students behind their clubs and organizations. And then also if they don't see anything they're really interested in, we encourage students to make their own clubs and organizations because we are encouraging leaders early on, so freshman and sophomore year. And then there's also like intramural sports, so our club teams that any student can be a part of. And then we also do have work study jobs on campus as well. So some of our athletic teams are Division I, I'll lump those together. Division I is men and women track and cross country, baseball and softball. Division II is men and women soccer, men and women basketball and volleyball. And then Division III is football. And then we also have that couple of teams that offer scholarships is like cheer, which is co-ed. And then also we just added esports to our programs as well last year. So definitely, like everybody was saying, make sure you guys are doing your FAFSA. So we do have like academic scholarships available that can add on to your FAFSA. 99% of our students do receive financial aid, but depending on your GPA, there's also additional like 5,000 to 5,500 to 8,000 in academic scholarships, being a part of our honors program. And then also there's some performing arts scholarships, some athletic scholarships. And then if you're taking any picture or screenshot of this, there's some outside scholarship websites that we love to provide for students that you can use applying for any institution as well. So another important office on our campus is our Great Futures office. So that is set for students that may need help with basically transition to that where you want to go to at the Louisburg. So this office is going to help you with applying for the next college, looking up information with the next college. Also, if you're trying to figure out what career you're looking forward towards. So like if you need a job shadow or internships or just interviewing skills or resume writing, that office is set for you guys your first 2 years here. And then 92% of our graduates do transfer to a four-year institution. Like I stated before, we're very proud of that number. And then we do have an articulation agreement with all of the UNC system schools as well. So making that transition seamlessly to that next institution you're interested in. And then my favorite part is where to next. So this is showing where some students have transferred, whether it's in-state or out of state. You can see there's been like UNCG, Appalachian State, UNC Chapel Hill, but I always tell my students, your goal is our goal where you want to go to next. And thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Last but not least, we have East Carolina University.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Emily Schultz. I am the Associate Director of Freshman Recruitment at East Carolina University. And I'm just going to share a little bit about ECU with you tonight and really want to thank you for being here. Hopefully you get a lot of great information in the 6 minutes that I have. So East Carolina University is located in Greenville, North Carolina. We really are in the heart of Eastern North Carolina. It is definitely a great college town to call home for 4 years. At ECU, here are a couple facts and figures. So we bring in students from all 100 counties in North Carolina, as well as 47 states plus DC. So a lot of great student population coming in. We have been recognized for our commitment to diversity and inclusion and have a freshman class of about 4,100 students every year. In total, we have about 28,000 students, and we offer 87 bachelor's degrees, which is one of the widest ranges of degree programs in the entire state of North Carolina. And we really do pride ourselves on your opportunity to learn and to grow and to succeed. ECU is the only university in North Carolina with a dental school, a medical school, and a college of engineering all at the same place. As you can see here, we offer undergraduate majors through 8 of our 12 colleges and schools. Our #1 major in terms of the student population enrolled is nursing. We train the most new nurses out of any 4-year institution in the state. We also have a really strong business program with the largest colleges of business and allied health sciences in the state of North Carolina. So a lot of really great programs, and again, a lot of diversity in the majors that we do offer. We have a 19-to-1 student faculty ratio, so we do try to keep our class sizes small when we can. And more than 20% of ECU undergrads participate in research outside of the classroom. So research is a really big component at ECU. We also really pride ourselves on the study abroad opportunities that students have. We have over 200 study abroad programs in over 60 countries. These include faculty-led programs as well as summer abroad and full semester exchanges. One program that we really love is our ECU Tuscany program. It is a year-round study abroad opportunity in Tuscany, Italy, where all of your classes can be taught by ECU professors. You're paying ECU tuition, but you're just in Tuscany, Italy. Also on campus, we really have a lot of great student organizations with over 500 different organizations to choose from at ECU. We offer 30 intramural sports plus 31 club sports. So really anything that you can think of at ECU, you can be a part of. And if we don't already have the organization, you can always create your own. Athletics are another big part of ECU. We have a lot of school spirit here in Greenville, and we are part of the American Athletic Conference. We have 18 Division I teams. Again, basketball, football, baseball, all really popular at ECU, and game days are definitely a unique experience on our campus. For students who are interested in coming in as freshmen, we do require all of our first-year freshmen to live on campus in one of our 16 residence halls located in one of our 3 campus neighborhoods. We do have a lot of great opportunities for students to get involved while they live on campus and lots of places to eat. We have over 25 dining venues, and this includes 2 all-access dining halls, as well as Chick-fil-A. We have one of the only Raising Cane's restaurants in the entire state, and several Starbucks locations. I know that's a favorite for a lot of our students. One of our awesome scholarship programs is through our Honors College, and the date is subject to change. This is last year's date, but we are still deciding on this upcoming year for our Honors College. But the really big benefit is the scholarship opportunity. And our Honors College students must apply to ECU first, and then they will receive an invitation to the Honors College once they meet the criteria. We are still kind of deciding on what that looks like for the Honors College, but just keep in mind that students who are applying to that program, that application is typically due pretty early on in the semester. So like really late October, early November. So keep an eye out for that as we're kind of deciding on dates for this upcoming year. But that is the only full ride scholarship that we offer through ECU is our EC Scholars. And again, that is through our Honors College. And they have a lot of great opportunities on and off campus to really get involved, have that scholarship opportunity, and they all get to live together in one of our residence halls on campus. So for the general application process for freshmen, you can apply on Common App, CFNC, or through our ECU website. All you need to do is submit your online application, which includes the essay, the application fee, your official high school transcript, and we will be requiring test scores for this upcoming year. We're just not sure what that process is going to look like just yet, but just keep in mind that we will need a test score in order to review you. At ECU, we make decisions on a rolling basis, so we don't have any early action deadlines other than our Honors College eligibility deadline. And students must apply by December 15th in order to be eligible for scholarships. Our scholarships deadline every year is right around January 15th. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about applying. The earlier is definitely better. And you want to go ahead and get that submitted so that you can get a decision in about 2 to 4 weeks on average. The middle 50% of our class last year came in with about a 3.4 to a 3.7 unweighted GPA. And we are primarily looking at unweighted. So just keep that in mind when looking at sort of the credentials that we are looking for. So finally, I hope you get a chance to come visit our campus. We have a lot of great options for this. We offer campus tours as well as virtual tours. You can do a self-guided tour of our campus anytime and join us for an academic day or an admitted student event if you've already been admitted. Again, thank you so much for joining tonight. That is the general information for the admissions office. And I will also put my email in the chat. So feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns. And thank you so much.
All right, thank you to all of our presenters. At this time, I'm going to invite everyone to turn on their cameras. And I have a question to pose to the group at large. And tonight's question is going to be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We're going to go in the same order that we all presented in today, starting with UNC Asheville.
Yeah, so one of the things that I definitely didn't do that I wish I would have done and that I would encourage all prospective students to do is to reach out to your admission counselors and get to know us. I don't know about anybody else on this call, but my favorite part of this job is being able to connect with students and like continue to do that throughout the process, especially when they find, their home at UNC Asheville. And so don't hesitate to use us as resources. That's why we're here, and that's what we enjoy doing most about our jobs.
Definitely agree. My best advice to students is be sure that you visit the schools that you're interested in, no matter if they're in state, out of state. Is so much different than being able to Zoom with different people, looking at view books, things of that nature, than actually getting on campus and meeting people. Because honestly, that's where you're going to spend your next 4 years. So you just want to make sure that you're comfortable there.
Know what you're looking for, and just like Ms. Newsome said, visit. So knowing what you're looking for helps you narrow it down. And we just take, for example, this Zoom. There's a lot of opportunities at a lot of different schools, and there's a lot of ways to go about getting your next steps. But also, like Ms. Newsome said, visit. I work at a mid-sized HBCU, and that's a little bit different than some other demographics or even some other colleges. Even the college I went to, I started off as a service academy, and then went somewhere else, and then went somewhere else. And every school is different. And one of the things I tell students is you will get somewhere and not like it because you went based on something someone else told you. So make sure you go see it.
My recommendation is to ask questions. That's something I didn't do a lot as a student, no matter how complicated or how small. Everybody's college process is different. It might be your first time. You might be a first-time parent going through it. You could be your fifth one and a different school each time, but always ask those questions, never be shy to, and the earlier the better. So that way, more going into your senior year, and being able, or as a parent, helping your child go through the college process as well. It's financial aid season. So ask as many questions as you can, because we want to make sure you feel comfortable with your choice and financially with your choice as well too.
My advice would be for like the parents and the students, make sure that the students pay attention to the financial aid part. So a lot of times parents might just do it themselves. And to this very day, just use myself as an example. I don't know what I signed or did with the FAFSA. I just knew it had to be done. But it really helps for like the student, like be a part of that process with the financial aid, understanding what a loan is, how they got the scholarships or grants and things like that. So that would be my best advice, is parents and the students team up together, making sure everybody knows what's going on in that process.
Yeah, I definitely echo everything everyone else has said. But one thing is to check your email, because we send a lot of emails. And so for parents and students alike, make sure you're checking that. You might get a really important admissions decision that might be really good. And so you might not know that you have that. So definitely keep an eye on your email, and you'll be using that in college. So it's a really great practice to start early. And again, just do things early. The FAFSA, it opens on October 1st. Start working on it earlier than later, because if you have questions, then you have plenty of time to ask.
All awesome pieces of advice for our students going through their college search process. Now, before we end, I just have a few things for everyone here. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to our students joining us. Thank you to our families and our college representatives. When you close out your screen today, there is a quick survey. Feel free to tell us how we did, just a few questions. There are more sessions happening after this one today, and also more tomorrow to hear from some great other colleges and universities. More options out there for you to hear from. Also, this recording will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Again, I just want to thank everybody for joining us, and I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you so much.